Kia ora koutou, kia ora anō. I don't think I'm going to be talking about traditional knowledge, but we are in the session around traditional knowledge. So I think as one of the co-chairs of Eval Indigenous, which is the small global network made of volunteers here, and some of you are in the audience as well, we, like Larry said, are trying to, I guess, bring the voices of Indigenous people and communities and evaluators to the fore, and the main thing is to network together, which is why I was really excited to be part of establishing this conference, of bringing us as Indigenous evaluators together and Indigenous communities who are evaluated. I really didn't really know what to say in this particular session, but I think, speaking from my own authenticity and experience, I thought I might share a personal journey, which is recently I started a journey doing a PhD after about 15 years of not being at university. It was quite an eye-opener, and it was a bit of a shock. My topic was in kaupapa Māori evaluation of co-design. So I was thrown back into, I guess, academia and kaupapa Māori and Indigenous literature. I guess as part of my journey, my personal journey is that I recognised the loss of our mātauranga, the loss of our Māori knowledge to myself, but also to us as a people. And I really felt that quite strongly for a while, but I think it was a really good journey to be on. I was basically brought up with a Māori father and a Pākehā mother, and not far from here, about an hour and a quarter in Taniatua, actually. Not far from Murupara too. And I guess my personal experience is growing up in the Western world and the Pākehā world. I do feel that loss quite strongly, the loss of reo and the loss of our traditional knowledge. And I just wanted to acknowledge that many of us are in that space, and we should, I guess, just take courage from those knowledge holders and our kaumātua and our Pākehā that hold the knowledge for us, and learn what we can from it. And that's pretty much all I want to say about traditional knowledge. We need to grasp hold of it and learn it ourselves in the space that we're in. Acknowledge what we do know and what we don't as evaluators, working in the communities that we do. One of the things, I guess, about this conference I was really excited about was that we might go deeper into understanding what is Indigenous evaluation whakaaro. What do we as Māori, or wherever you're from as an Indigenous peoples, what do we actually think and define evaluation as? Because I feel like we've been told how to define evaluation. We've got definitions for evaluation, but I feel like it's different, and the way that we see things is definitely different, and that we need our own definition of evaluation. So maybe that's a question. I mean, I'm looking at a journal entry I wrote in my notes, and maybe I'll share it with you. One is evaluation useful? What is evaluation, and what is the definition of evaluation for us as Indigenous peoples? I would like to say that this conference, if we can start talking about how do we define evaluation as Indigenous people, without having a Western world view on it, I think we will start that kōrero and build on that kōrero over the years to come, hopefully. So I'm going to leave it there, but just to say that as co-chair, I now chair with Serge, but Larry was the chair of Eval Indigenous for a number of years, and basically helped set it up and got it going. So thank you, Larry. He is a kaumātua, by the way. He is much older than some of us here. And Serge, he doesn't look it, but he is. And Serge Eric is coming on board as co-chair, so I'd just like to hand it over to him. Thanks, Serge.